We all know that music.
Here he comes, the man himself, marvelous Monty Warbucks, making his way to the ring right now.
Representing the 504.
He is the glamorous one. He's the one that makes the world go round.
Is that a pun because he's a bigger guy?
No, that was a jab at the Flat Earth Society.
Nicely done. We stay topical here at the House Show Podcast
We
because
try.
we have to.
Yeah, we're very topical. The Earth is not flat.
Monty Warbucks making his way into the ring.
Fire exists.
You shut your face. How dare you?
It doesn't?
No.
Are you saying that fire doesn't exist?
Fake news.
Wow. I did not realize that I was breaking new news with that, but here we are.
Here we are. Monty's got a microphone.
He does not need a microphone. He is Monty Warbucks.
He doesn't need it, but he's got it.
Tell him all about it, Monty.
After years and years of doing this, and the greatness that I've shown you people, that you have some respect for me. Now,
You think?
I understand not having respect for you. I understand that. Every morning you get up, you get out of that bed, you turn off that window unit, you go out of that Metal Warrior trailer, and you walk to your pickup truck, and you go to the job at the plant. I get it. I understand that you took it for college. I understand you dropped out of JUCO. I understand
Oh, Monty.
as a Mississippi that stands for good enough degree. I understand all that. Where? Richland. Yeah. I've won 2 football games in 16 years. That's the way we were
He's not wrong.
No.
He's not wrong.
doing this. You people would show me the respect I
He's just here with the truth for everyone.
Yep. Audience,
The crowd
tried.
with things
Tried.
that need to be respected. I don't think Monty is going to comply with any level of respect.
Not a bit.
The crowd trying to throw a 8-year-old girl towards Monty.
Towards Monty. That's not right.
you got that office, keep your job training. Back to the problem at hand, Mr. Sam, because I'm the man. I'm going to take this robe off, and I'm going to show each and every single one of you what a real professional wrestler looks like. Now, I know that you don't have TV on your Wi-Fi hookup, but here's what I want. I want you to describe this to the people at home.
We're going to try, Monty.
People on the internet land understand what they're fixing to see.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Popcorn, understand? The only thing popping is me. The big thing's popping, little thing's stopping, and I'm running your bus and I never stop rocking.
There it is.
Oh, my.
Monty Warbucks about to disrobe.
Getting my thesaurus
There
out
it
for all
is.
the great words.
Oh, there it is. In all its pink glory. Pink and black never looks so good as it does
The
on
marvelous.
Monty Warbucks.
Perfect in every way.
Absolutely.
Again, I'm not going to lie. I understood him better without the microphone than I did with the microphone.
He doesn't need it.
Doesn't need it.
Monty knows how to project from the diaphragm.
But here comes somebody who's going to try to shut Monty up. Greater men have tried and have been able to do it. Here comes Dylan Cook down to the ring.
Dylan. Monty, coming on over. Monty, you got something to say? Come on. Come on, Monty. Take that microphone.
Tell us all about
You
it,
know,
Monty.
guys, really and truthfully,
Yep.
it is my pleasure to be on your show. It's the best podcast
Bless you.
on the internet.
Thank you,
Jim
Monty.
Cornette has nothing on you guys.
You damn
but when
right.
this is over, let's go get some Dairy Queen.
Absolutely.
That's
I'm down
right.
for it. Triple cheese on Monty Warbucks. Monty having a word with one of the audience members. One of the few who has all their teeth in their mouth, we think. I'm not sure.
I did a quick survey. Most of them have their teeth.
Most of them have the teeth. All right,
right
fine.
in a little baggie they keep
In their pocket.
in their truck.
You know,
just in case you need 'em.
I've heard that the deer in Pelahatchie, Mississippi have more teeth than the residents.
Well, I mean, that literally could be because of the number of deer to the number of residents of
It could be.
Pelahatchie. But that's just being fair.
Monty fighting Cook. Cook, one of the newcomers here to Pro Wrestling Eagle. I'm not exactly sure that I've seen him before.
Monty keeping Cook stewing in the ring.
Jeez, would you put that away?
Oh, come on.
No.
You know you like it.
I didn't.
You know you like
I
it.
didn't.
Oh.
Ref, checking him out. This is Dylan Cook.
Dylan. That's
Thank
right.
you very much. I want to give the kid his due. We haven't seen him work yet, but working against Monty Warbucks, it's going to be a job.
He does have an impressive beard.
Yep. It was quite-
I think that bodes well.
He has an Old English script tattoo across his shoulders, so in case we forget his name, all he has to do is turn his back to us.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, Monty. God bless you, sir. I don't care what anybody says. I like Monty Warbucks. Here we go.
I think Monty might actually go around and individually ask every
Every
audience
person
member
if
if
they're
they're ready.
Yep. Here we
And
go.
I think the one person who was not ready was Monty Warbucks. Bails out of the ring as soon as the bell rings.
No, that's okay. Monty's taking his time.
No one ever has accused Monty of moving too quickly.
Nope.
No. The ref getting his exercise,
Monty
counting.
making his way back into the ring. Monty in control in every way.
And this is how you do it. You make somebody else play your game.
Dylan Cook measuring up Monty Warbucks. There's the lockup in the middle. Ah, Monty keeping control with that right arm. Oh, Dylan answering with a reversal.
That's excellent power by Dylan Cook.
Yep.
Powering out of that. Oh, my.
Oh, good heavens. Monty down on the ground.
There comes
Ladies and
Cowboy
gentlemen,
Scotty.
Announcer Scott is coming in, coming to talk to us. Even taking off the hat. That's a show of respect right there.
Now it's going to happen.
Now it's really going to happen. Scott, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you, guys. How are y'all doing?
Man, we're good, man. Thanks for coming on by. Watching Monty Warbucks going up against this newcomer, Dylan Cook.
Yeah, I've been watching him quite a few times that he has come in with us. The last few times, he's getting better and better. He's,
Oh, well, there's not much you can do against that.
yeah, there's not much you can do. There's not much you can do when Monty lays the chops in.
Dylan, it's nice that you're trying to get back at him, brother, but oh, good heavens.
He's throwing the hands. He's backing Monty up into the other corner.
He is, and I'm waiting on Monty to run outside again, and take the veterans break.
Well, you got to take a powder sometimes. There's the miss.
oh, my.
Dylan just ramming that sternum right up against
Wow.
the turnbuckle.
He went full force into that turnbuckle.
Oh,
Monty with that standing drop kick.
I've got to say, guys, I've seen Monty, I don't know how many times. I've seen him over the years before I started working here
Right.
at Pro Wrestling Ego. And for a guy his size,
That's the thing.
Monty is just the talent and the agility and the ability.
Yeah, the agility
Oh, he's
and
got
the
that
ability
tape.
of a
He's got
guy
that
like
tape
that
around Dylan
is
Cook's neck right now.
Outstanding.
It is. He amazes me at the ability that he has and just how quickly he can shift gears.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're talking about a guy that his cardio for his size is just
Absolutely.
it's tremendous.
And his ability on the mic is not even second to his ability.
And
in
for
the
that
ring.
matter, off the mic. When
Yep.
he doesn't even have a
Doesn't
mic,
have
and you
to
can
have the
still
mic.
hear him.
Well,
I can hear him from home sometimes.
Yeah, no.
It's like, you're in the 504. Why can I still hear you right now?
Well,
That's because he's on the phone.
I wake up from dreams and hear Monty,
Oh, a solid slap to the side.
You heard it here,
of Dylan
folks.
Cook's face.
You heard it here first, folks. Scotty dreaming about Marvelous
Monty Warbucks.
No, I never said I dreamt about him.
Hot pink.
I said
All up in his rim.
It's just the voice because he used to give me such a hard time.
Yep.
But now I don't know. We've come
good
to an
heavens.
understanding. It's kind of like he looks at me now and just is like, "Can you believe these people?"
He tolerates you?
You know, he tolerates me now. So,
Oh, Dylan Cook with that rally.
yep. There
Quick
we go.
punches
Come
to
on,
the
kid.
midsection.
Come on, kid.
Monty in the corner. On the ropes.
Gosh, Dylan Cook is so long. He's
Yeah, I've
tall and
noticed that.
thin. He was on his knees throwing his hands up and hitting Monty in the face and
face.
in the shoulder area
Yeah.
from his knees. Good
Yes.
grief.
It amazes me. He can be on his knees and reach behind the top turnbuckle. You know, I mean,
crazy.
it's amazing.
Monty back in control. Dylan on his back in Dream Street, right in the middle of the ring.
Monty looking for someone in the audience to pick as a victim.
The audience is always vocal when Monty comes out because they know they're going to get a quick retort. Dylan misses. Cross body. Going for the quick cover.
Oh.
2. 2.5.
I'm afraid our ref's gonna. No, I'm
Monty
shocked.
with that European uppercut.
I'm shocked. Our referee Obama didn't hear a little bit out of.
I don't think he looks like Obama.
I think he does.
All right, well, fine.
That's just me. I mean, I
Dylan with some good ring awareness
look
right
at
there.
Very
that
good
foot
job.
up on the ropes.
Oh, see now he's
Yeah.
giving Obama a little bit of lip service.
Monty putting all that weight right there on the throat. cutting off the
There's a
wind.
lot of guys that you get them rattled a little bit, and it starts to get them off their game. Monty's one of those guys that I think when he starts to get frustrated, I think everything gets sharper.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you try to throw him off his game, and it absolutely works against you.
Oh yeah, you can't. Monty doesn't get thrown off his game.
No.
Monty, no.
Monty
Gotta
getting
give
a
him
little
the extra
perch. The ref,
leverage.
good ref, good eye.
When Monty and the experience were together, that's one thing I noticed.
Oh man,
Monty would be the last one to get thrown off his game.
yeah. Monty, Frost, and Wolf were absolutely amazing as a triple
Exactly.
team.
They were, Monty would be the last one to lose his cool or
Yep.
anything. He would be.
Dylan, that's not going to work.
Here it comes. Oh, my. That was a close one. I think we all saw the future on that.
Yeah, I don't think Epsom
That wasn't a happy future.
You
No.
can't fix those kind of ribs.
No, I don't think Epsom salt's going to help that too much.
Cook taking it to Monty with those quick clotheslines.
Oh, come on.
Monty up 2.5.
Like I said, I've seen Dylan Cook improve, show after show that he has been working for us.
He's giving Monty a handful right now.
Oh, yeah.
High knee, dropping Monty. There's 1, 2, out at 2 again.
And
I think you can't go for the lazy cover there.
No.
Not on Monty. You got to
No.
hook a leg. You got to do something.
yeah. And to change the subject a little bit, I think
Please.
I've gotten myself into a little bit of a pickle with the left-hand pass.
Yeah, Scott, I think your mouth is writing some checks that your body can't cash. We saw you get dropped with a sledgehammer at the Hideaway.
Yeah.
How you feeling, by the way?
I'm still sore.
Yeah.
Nightmare beat me like I was a.
Rented mule.
Well, more like I was a pinata filled with candy, and he was a fat kid that was hungry.
Absolutely, I'll deal with that.
So,
Monty with the cover. 1, 2, 3. That's
That
all
is-
it takes.
got to go back to work, guys.
All right, Scott, thanks for
Always
coming
a
in.
pleasure.
It is that time.
Absolutely right. Monty Warbucks is the man and the winner right here at the Bigfoot Academy in Pelahatchie. I just noticed Scott has a spur on his boot.
I think he's
Once-
prepared for anything here tonight.
He might drop somebody
that's
real
just-
quick with
that's
a
just
heel.
wise. He's
Dylan Cook,
carrying a
heck of a
left
performance.
spur.
Amazing work there, but it was not enough against the experience of Monty
There's
Warbucks.
Monty on the mic.
I'm coming. MCC,
anybody can do it, it's Monty Warbucks. I believe in that guy right there.
That's right.
Monty Warbucks demanding respect.
Monty ain't done.
Nope.
You want something real? You want something to believe in? Believe in me. I'm real. I'm the best wrestler in this ring. I'm the biggest net here. I'm 40 years old, and I can kick you like a teeth down your throat, including you, Metro Butcher.
There it is.
May 19th, Hideaway, Jackson, Mississippi. May, by God, 19th, Jackson, Mississippi. May, by God, 19th, Jackson, Mississippi. Marvelous, Monty Warbucks will walk in with a fork. He will lead the champion out the door.
There it is. Doesn't get much clearer than that. Monty Warbucks has staken his claim and put his sights onto that heavyweight championship of
Ready.
Pro Wrestling Ego.
Ready to take that Pride Championship back to the 504,
Yep,
where Monty would say it belongs.
absolutely. And we want to thank Scott for coming over and joining us. We've had quite a few people coming by. That's the nice thing about being ringside. Monty stopped by and told us we're all going out to Dairy Queen after this.
I'm holding to that.
I think you should.
And if anybody, if anybody needs to get a hold of Monty Warbucks, you can find him on Twitter at Warbucks70, Warbucks70.
Yep.
That is Monty Warbucks. And you can give him a shout and tell him he better have taken us out for the triple cheeseburgers, like he said.
If anybody is on Discord, it's a wonderful communication and bulletin board app. You can find the House Show podcast on there, and you can actually talk with Joe and myself and many of the other fans of the House Show podcast about all of wrestling that's going on right now, be it WWE, New Japan, Lucha Underground, and a lot of the different indie promotions. Well, that music right there belongs to the silver-tongued demon himself, O'Shea Edwards. And we know that if O'Shea's coming out to get on the mic, it's not going to be short-winded. And O'Shea is going to make it all known. And he's moving. O'Shea's got
he's
something
charging
to
to
say.
the ring right now. That is our Styles champion.
Geez. Throwing that belt into the center. Yeah, O'Shea's got something on his mind. Scott, you might want to step out.
When O'Shea is focused and he's got something to say, we're going to hear about it. Here it comes. Our Styles champion looking to defend his championship here tonight against J.D. Jenkins.
Lately, there's been a lot of rumblings because of the fact that Pro Wrestling Ego doesn't have a pride champion. And since then, there have been a lot of contenders and a lot of pre-tenders. Namely those named J.D. Jenkins, those named Ray Fury, and the most recent one known as Monty Warbucks. But last time I checked, Monty ain't always here. Last time I checked, Ray Fury ain't even here tonight because he's too busy out there in Miami.
That's very true.
Instead of being where he's supposed to be.
Yeah.
But instead, every time there's a show, I'm here. Every time I'm in this ring, I am the one defending that Pro Wrestling Ego Styles champion. That shit gets on camera, boy. This gonna look real good to make somebody some money with that. I'm the one who's here. You ain't gotta like me. You ain't gotta cheer for me. You can prove me all that matters. At the end of the day, I'm here about winning and I'm here getting money. So while you're all sitting there looking at me with your jaws kind of slack,
We did see O'Shea Edwards recently on WWE. He was on NXT this last week, holding back Johnny Gargano as Johnny was trying to get after Tommaso Ciampa. O'Shea is making waves and making moves at every opportunity.
He's peering nationwide. He's up in New Jersey. He's out in
Yep.
California.
Yep.
He is all around, and yet he's right. He's still here at every single Ego show.
By the
I mean, that's the truth. Whether he's on the mic or in the ring, the man knows what he's doing.
I'm the one that shows up on NXT. I don't see Rey Fury on NXT.
That's true.
I don't see Rey Fury get called up by Ring of Honor. I
Oh.
don't see him doing nothing, but every day he's on another poster, coming to my state, sitting in my city, like he's done something.
You know, I would love to see O'Shea Edwards go against Keith Lee. I think that'd be an amazing match. If you guys have never seen Keith Lee, a friend of mine, you need to look the boy up and bask in his glory, because Keith Lee is a big man with a lot of power, and to see he and O'Shea Edwards go against each other would be a nice time in Ring of Honor.
Everything in between, because it's what I do.
There it is.
I'm paid well for what I do. It's the reason why I got a house to birth in Atlanta. It's the reason why I'm able to afford a brand new Dodge 1500 fully loaded. I can drive up and down with no worries. Yeah, brother, please believe I do this too. And I'm damn good at what I do too. Regardless, I gotta say otherwise. So you guys are have to excuse me for a moment. So this goes out to anybody in the back who thinks they got the stones to boss with a god. This goes to the back for anybody who thinks they have what it takes to step to the big, bad kaiju of the Southeast. This goes to
Monty calling somebody, anybody, everybody out from the back.
anybody in my area code who thinks they have what it takes to stand toe-to-toe with the silver tongue known as O'Shea Edwards. You step to me, I will put you down. I will step over your broken body like I've done so many times before. And J.D. Jenkins, boy, I hope you listen to me tonight. I know you are, while you see stuff in your face with a protein of Pop-Tarts.
O'Shea calling out J.D. Jenkins.
On Facebook that you about to have a little baby. Congratulations. It's a shame your kid never gonna know your name.
Ooh, good heavens. O'Shea putting down the mic and putting down J.D. Jenkins. Love him, hate him, you gotta respect him and what he does all the day long. O'Shea Edwards making his way to the back. We'll see him later on tonight. Our guest star from earlier, Eric the Ghost Silva, making his way out right now. Eric going against a rather misplaced and confused gentleman by the name of Shaky McMullen. Shaky's been having some problems lately since the Boot Boys disbanded because of Eric Silva and his partners Zombie Dragon and the nightmare known as Jeremiah.
And that was actually right here in this room.
It was.
Was that the last time we were
That
here?
was the last time we were here when the ring was stripped of its ropes, and it was a no-holds-barred match, and it was absolutely brutal. You can catch all of that on our YouTube channel. Just look up the House Show
That's
podcast.
going to be a whole nother level for Shaky to have to push out of his mind.
Yeah.
I mean, he's right here in the same ring, in the same room, staring down the face of the same man that broke apart the Boot Boys.
Plus, knowing that Stardust is lurking in the back, and he's had so many issues with Stardust.
You know,
we've
we've been talking a lot about these guys who come in and have a lot of focus, and Shaky's been having some trouble keeping that focus over these past couple of matches. He's he's got the drive to go after all of the members of the Left-Hand Path the way that he's been doing, but with so much weighing on him, it's just makes it a real challenge when there's so much organization behind the Left-Hand Path.
Absolutely.
You have Matthias Darkthorn on the outside directing things and keeping his wrestlers focused. Shaky's been relying on his brother Boot Boys for so long to help keep that focus.
With Chuck
It's
now
just a
retired,
challenge.
and with JD on his way to Solo's competition, it's difficult for the guy, and you feel for him. But Shaky is someone not to be messed with at the same time. So we're gonna see what Shaky's got tonight against the Ghost. Shaky coming out, looking determined and ready.
It's sometimes hard to tell when all of those pressures that weigh on one man don't just make him snap and direct all of that rage and fury directly toward the man in front of him, and we may be reaching that point right here.
And it is starting right now. The bell hasn't even rung. The ref is calling for the bell.
There's the bell.
Shaky also changing up and now being referred to as Curtis McMullen. Shaky, we're going to try. Big solid boot to the chin. Eric taking a breather for a moment. I don't think he was expecting that kind of force to be coming in.
I think it'd be wise at this point for McMullen to just get out there and get after him.
And he is.
Coming around the corner, right to the back of the head. Front of the head, down on the apron.
Driving it onto the mat. Eric driven into that steel post. Shaky gonna try and make it another time. Nope, reversed, and Shaky's head just ringing off that corner.
Curtis is down. The ref is counting.
Silva rolls in to break up the count and goes back to work on the fallen McMullen.
Not that McMullen doesn't have enough with his hands full with Eric Silva, but you know, while we've been watching the left-hand path for this all of this time, Matthias Darkthorn isn't one of those ringside, managers or associates that really gets involved too often.
Sure.
It may be a surgical strike kind of
Silva's
thing, but
got
he is
Shaky
staying back
in the
right
audience
now.
now, sitting on a chair, kicking the midsection there.
Making everybody bail out a little bit to give room.
Having a seat on one of the members of the audience there. Oh, another kick. Rolling in to break up that count. Making his way back out.
That's an elbow stiff to the jaw.
Shaky bringing him around town. Eric Silva. Wise. Oh, there goes all those drinks. Sorry, kids. Oh, that forehead driven over. Silva's now on the ground. Shaky in control. Pushed right against the apron. Oof, that'll kill your lower back. Scotty in Shaky's corner. That's nice of him.
I thought the ring announcers were supposed to be
Eric
more or less impartial.
With that baseball slide, dropping Shaky to the outside. Shaky trying to get back in. Eric Silva getting his breath, coming outside, helping Shaky in. Both men back in the ring.
Pressing that knee right into his shoulder.
Yep. Cutting off the airflow with his shin draped across the throat. There we go. Eric having a bit of a talk with the ref. Didn't catch what he said.
But he got the ref to look away just long enough to drive that knee back into the side of the head of Curtis McMullen.
Yep. High knee to the chin.
After starting off so fast and furious, the Ghost has really slowed things down here. Taking his time with McMullen. Knows that he's in solid control. He's going to use him like a punching bag.
Yep.
Going to work out a little bit here now that he's got a chance to get a little bit of a breather.
That's the thing about Silva and the left-hand path in general is they can change the tide so quickly.
Oh,
Beautiful high kick. One of the audience members enjoying themselves. Silva up on the second rope. Beautiful,
Nice.
beautiful move. Silva rolling Shaky over. 1, 2.
yeah,
Shaky
taking that
out.
amount of time to roll him over was exactly what he did not need. He needed
Dark
to get him
Thorn
over
is
quickly.
not happy. Scotty trying to give McMullen a couple of words of wisdom.
I'm not sure investment opportunities is really the thing he needed to talk to him about right now, but you know, Scott's
So be it.
always there.
So be it.
You know, he's there for help. He's there to help you.
I mean, the stock market is hurting right now, but you never know.
It's down, but it'll come back up eventually.
McMullen trying to tell him to stay down.
Oh, that's the
that
forehead.
headbutt. Good
right
heavens.
into the face. Eric may be a ghost, but he felt that.
Quick. Shaky returning right there. Draped over Eric. Shaky off the ropes.
Seemed to be tying him up or something there, but then just landed a big ham fist.
Big fist to the back of the head there. Yep.
Mullen calling for the crowd to get involved a little bit here. Needing a little bit of that extra juice.
Silva slowly getting up. Shaky just stalking him from behind. Swinging him around. Up.
Oh,
Driving
my.
Shaky right there to the ground. 1, 2. Foot is under the rope.
Ref is calling
Good
the foot
awareness
being
by the
under
ref.
the ropes. Wow.
Nicely done, ref.
Usually the ref's not in a good spot to catch something like that. It's got to be a little bit more obvious up on the rope. But here the ref with the eagle eye, catching the foot underneath the rope and calling the break, stopping the pin.
Eric Silva.
Mullen's got to
Give
look
Shaky
out.
a little bit more. Oh, Shaky shoving him off there. Silva
him
up.
up.
Beautiful Samoan drop. Shaky rallying, getting that second wind. And
That
here
is
comes
Stardust music. He is thoroughly happy with what he's seeing from his potential client. He's so excited.
Oh, Stardust, come on.
We're all excited.
I mean, I'm glad to see the guy, but Shaky told
Stardust.
him, don't come out.
But he's here to support Shaky.
I understand that. Silva getting pushed off again. Up.
Oh.
Drop. Beautiful slam. There's
He's got his leg
1,
up.
2. Stardust pulls Shaky off of Eric Silva. What,
I
what
think,
in the
I,
world?
I think Stardust saw Shaky's foot underneath the rope again.
don't
I mean,
try
I'm not
and
in a good
spin
spot
it.
from
Yeah,
seeing
you're
it, but
not.
it was
You
something.
can't even see what's going on here.
I can't see it, but it had to
Shaky
be
now
something.
outside.
It's his potential client. There's
Talking
no
to
way he's
Stardust.
causing him distress.
Stardust begging off, making his way to the back.
Backing his way up.
Shaky
Shaky
following him
chasing
back.
off. Wow. We're not going to get much help out of
The ref-
Stardust that way.
The ref stayed with the count.
Oh, my.
Well, there goes the chair strike. Shaky is on the ground. Shaky got laid out by somebody backstage. The ref went to go do a quick check. Good heavens. I mean,
Ref
we
five
heard that
is-
chair shot all the way over here.
Yeah.
So it obviously had a little bit of oomph
That
behind
was
it.
amazing. If that landed
Eight
on
count.
McMullen,
Shaky's back
the
up.
fact that he's standing is amazing.
Shaky's trying to make his way back right now. There's the 10 count. No.
10,
Absolutely not. Shaky could not make it back in time. Therefore, your winner, Eric the Ghost Silva. The audience
Something else had to happen
doesn't
back
know
there.
what's going on.
That couldn't have been Stardust. Stardust wouldn't have done that to his potential client.
Are you sure, Joe?
Well, I didn't see it, but that's his income. I mean, his potential income.
Well,
he
honestly,
would be earning
Stardust has
off
got
of
enough
his
income through his manager, Jim Sterling. But the fact that somebody
Just the fact that you
laid
have
him
money
out-
doesn't mean that you don't want more money.
Here's the facts. Shaky McMullen got laid out backstage by somebody with a chair.
Somebody you can't see back there. Why
I
is it
know I
automatically Stardust?
I'm just saying Stardust was the first one back there.
He was. I'll give you that. The first one back
It could
there.
have been anybody.
It could have been
agree.
anybody back there.
It's a damn shame to see something like that happen to Shaky. Shaky was in control at that moment until Stardust decided to butt in and pull Shaky out under the bottom rope on what would have been a 3 count.
Oh, Eric's got a hold of
Eric
Scotty.
got a hold-
Scotty's not
Scotty
getting in
knew
his
better.
face again.
Scotty knew better. We told him when he was sitting right here.
We absolutely did. Scotty, get out of there.
Scotty
You
can't.
don't gotta be a hero, Scotty.
Oh, Eric, brushing him off. Say, hey, you're gonna be all right. Don't. All right. Scotty, as The Rock would say, know your role and shut your mouth.
Yeah, but his role is to open his mouth. He can't
but
do
not
both
when
of those
Silva,
things.
Not when Silva is in there.
But he's an announcer. He's got to open his mouth.
Joe, I'm not saying they should.
I'm just saying.
All right, you know what?
He
Yeah.
does know his role by opening his mouth.
All right, yep, you got it. Hate to see stuff like this happen. Shaky was
What, are
so
you talking
close.
about me?
Well, sometimes. Shaky was so close to getting back into the ring, made it to the ring at the 9 count, but just could not muster the strength to get inside. Silva has
I
a
just hate to
chair.
be so much
All right, just put it down.
animosity and confusion between two people who are obviously could have great chemistry working together of Stardust and McMullen. I mean, I would, if they were a law firm, I would take my business there. Stardust and McMullen. Yeah, if I had an accident or were injured on the job, I definitely would.
Would their motto be one fall, that's all?
I think
It could be, because
absolutely
it
should
has to be 3 count.
one
Fall, that's all. Stardust knows about the fall. Happened over there in Byram, Mississippi, poor guy. You know what? I'm going to give you all that one gratis.
I want
That's
that.
free.
I want
That's
that
a shirt.
image.
Stardust
That's
McMullen.
beautiful.
One fall, that's all. That's a shame.
Shaky's making his way to the back now, nursing those wounds. Just couldn't quite make it back in time. Scott addressing the crowd.
You ought to be, Scotty.
It's about time, really.
Yeah, it took him long enough. Young lady in the audience mad that Eric Silva.
She somehow believes that when she purchased admission to the event that she actually purchased that chair.
Yeah, Mom, she's pretty mad. Well, she'll find out soon enough that main event coming up right here. JD Jenkins going against our Styles champion, O'Shea Edwards. This is going to be a heavy, heavy fight. Both guys, a lot of power. Both guys quick on their feet.
It's been interesting over the past few months here in Pro Wrestling Ego. We have the Pride Championship and we have the Styles Championship. And for quite a while, there's been sort of a misunderstanding about what the Styles Championship is. And for a long time, it was dominated by some of your smaller wrestlers. It was your little guys, but not necessarily guys who couldn't take on the big opponents. It was,
Sure.
It just happened to be smaller guys. But now with O'Shea having gone on such a successful run now as Styles champion, and now being faced by J.D. Jenkins, who's a great counterpoint for him, it's easier for us to see now that the Styles Championship is about different wrestling styles.
Absolutely.
And pitting two different styles, a smash mouth style versus a high flying style versus more of a finesse or more of a technical. That's the idea of the Styles Championship, not to just be a subcategory of the Pride Championship.
So, I mean, we've got the competition coming up really soon with the Pride Championship, but tonight, anytime that belt is being brought into the ring, that belt is on the line. And so O'Shea Edwards is putting up that Styles Championship against J.D. Jenkins, someone that he has never fought in the ring. They really haven't even met on outside of the ring.
Nope.
So this ought to be a really interesting bout.
For two mainstays of Pro Wrestling Ego, these guys have not faced each other before. They've not been in the ring together at all.
Yep.
They've been very supportive of each other. JD and his brothers with the Boot Boys were always very, very supportive of O'Shea and the work that he's done. Now that O'Shea has taken on the Styles Championship, a little bit more of his individualism has been on show for a while.
Nicely put.
As a man with confidence and the silver tongue to back it up.
Yes.
But there he is, your Styles champion, O'Shea Edwards. If you want to holler at O'Shea, you can find him on Twitter at alldamndayO'Shea.
O'Shea as vocal on Twitter as he is in the ring.
And that's been a great part of this rivalry. They haven't laid a finger on one another, but they have been talking a great game over the past couple of weeks. And you can find JD, you can see his stuff at Jeremy D. Jenkins on Twitter.
Yep.
Both of them are also active on Facebook and other social media platforms.
Once again, this is the Pathway to Pain main event out here at the Bigfoot Academy in Pelahatchie, Mississippi.
If you like what you see, you can talk to Pro Wrestling Ego by tweeting them at Pro Wrestling Ego, finding them on Facebook or on Instagram. You can hashtag Pro Wrestling Ego or Pride of the South, talk about this match, or hashtag Pathway to Pain.
There it is.
You can find us at House Show Pod on Twitter, House Show Podcast on Facebook, on Instagram.
And our home on anchor.fm/House Show Pod.
I'm at House Show_Joe.
And I'm at House Show_Corey. Now that we've done our housekeeping, let's get into it. Hot Atlanta. Joe, I've been looking forward to this one for the past couple of weeks, and I'm really excited to see what's going on here.
These are two guys that we've been watching for quite a while here at Pro Wrestling Ego, who have both just been in this wonderful process of developing as wrestlers.
Especially JD, one of our supporters. We sponsor JD along with Curtis McMullen, and to see the way that JD has grown into this position as a solo competitor has been absolutely rewarding and wonderful to see.
And as he's been traveling around and visiting different promotions and definitely representing the Pride of the South very well all over the region.
Yep. JD, hashtag protein and Pop-Tarts, bringing smiles to faces and boots to faces.
But just because we're sponsoring JD does not mean we don't have respect for O'Shea Edwards.
Absolutely
as the
not.
two of them lock up right now.
Yep. Power in the middle, both men just feeling each other out. JD backed into the corner. Rolled off. JD into the other corner.
As we're here with the Styles Championship, it seems like both of these guys are big power, but I'm telling you, the brawn that JD has.
As JD is pushing him out of that corner there.
Absolutely. And O'Shea has power, but definitely has such a great finesse game in and around his use of that power.
Yep. JD with that history of football being a strong D-line. I imagine O'Shea probably has that history too, looking at the size of that guy.
Well, he wasn't playing polo.
Off An O'Shea on his back. You don't see that very often, folks. JD off. Over. Send him off again. Strong shoulder tackle.
It may be too late to ask this,
Big
but
splash.
did we reinforce the ring?
No.
That was unwise.
2 count right there.
There's a lot of horsepower in this ring right now.
JD a little bit upset over some things that O'Shea has said earlier. And a tackle right there. Working on that arm. Ooh, good heavens.
Laying that stomp in the center of the back.
O'Shea trying to disable that right arm of JD Jenkins.
Hard to throw hands when you don't want to touch them.
Yeah, when that shoulder is out, you got nothing left. O'Shea thinking smart.
He's pushing him straight to the edge. He's getting all the way
Oh,
to that
good heavens.
floor. Oh, my goodness.
As they'll tell you,
One's
apron,
not enough.
strongest part of the ring.
One's not enough. Gosh, JD's not a guy that you see get put in a position like
No,
that where
absolutely not.
You start to see a little bit of panic on his face and in his voice.
You see that
But
chink in the armor.
Yep. But O'Shea's a man who can put you in a bad position quickly.
Look at that, just ring in the neck. O'Shea taking his time, enjoying it, and that's what makes O'Shea such a strong and devastating competitor. Is O'Shea likes what he does for a living. O'Shea enjoys putting hurt on people.
Got that arm back behind him.
There's a little pressure, going for that submission. Ooh,
That's where he keeps his protein in Pop-Tarts.
in his armpit.
You got to put him somewhere.
I mean, I'm fine with that.
I didn't realize that was a tickle submission.
It's not. I'll put you in it later on. You can tell me if it
No,
tickles.
please don't.
Driving that knee into that injured shoulder.
O'Shea taking his time now. Now he knows he's got that chink in
Dropping
the
that
armor.
leg.
He knows how to work directly and target that spot.
Yep. O'Shea realizes that as far as power goes, he's pretty much equally matched to JD Jenkins, so he knows that to knock that power out, he's got to knock out all those extremities of JD Jenkins, and that is exactly what he's doing. Working on those arms, working on those legs.
Oh,
Good
the drop to
heavens.
the shoulder.
You know, you feel for a guy like JD Jenkins who's been making his way up through the ranks of Pro Wrestling Ego and throughout the South, but do not count him out. He's still got 2 good legs. That upper body of his has still got plenty of power in it. Sent off the ropes, into the corner. JD getting that elbow right to the chin.
Ring is just inching its way across the room.
Another strong drive with that elbow.
Here we go. Up
Suplex.
and over.
Good heavens.
Das ist gut, yeah.
No. And to be able to bring a guy like JD up and over that fast, man, that takes some core strength.
You think he uses P90X?
O'Shea on P90? No.
No. Yeah.
O'Shea having a bit of a conversation with the ref.
Sometimes it's frustrating when you feel like you have to coach the ref to do their job.
Certainly.
I'm not sure that
JD being sent off.
O'Shea really does need to do that at this
Ducks.
point. I think our ref's been
Big
doing a pretty
boot.
good, solid job this evening, but he's still telling them anyway. Oh,
Still with that right arm.
He is determined to get that shoulder out of place. Wrapping it around. Got him locked up
Beautiful
in a submission.
submission. Woo, putting the pressure on that lower back. JD's not going to give up
I think
that
it's
easy.
taken him some time to get to the place where he can be here in the ring with O'Shea and
Slowly
get a
inching
shot
to
at
that
that
bottom rope.
Styles title. He does not want to let that slip away from him right now.
Nope. JD just inching that right there to the edge, and he's got the bottom rope.
He's got the rope.
Got to break that hold.
Break it, ref. Come on. Man. I know he needs that shot at the Styles Championship, but if he can't carry it out of the room, it's not really going to be that. He's not going to have it for long.
Absolutely. JD breathing hard.
Well, O'Shea just really feels like he can direct everybody in this thing. He's telling the ref what to do. He's telling JD to stay down. He's going to start telling us how to do a podcast next.
Well, JD's not going to take kindly to O'Shea mentioning this kid again.
And I mean, somebody should tell us how to do a podcast.
JD getting that second wind. No. JD is fired up. O'Shea looking a bit confused. Ducks the clothesline, comes in with that shoulder tackle. Good heavens. That's like a freight train right against your rib cage.
And that's a shoulder that you probably don't want to shove into somebody's abdomen right now.
He was struggling.
I think O'Shea's done enough work on it up until now that made that a little bit more painful for JD than JD wishes at this point.
Yep. Both men still down at the 5 count. JD just inching over to O'Shea, thinking about a pin.
He's way over. Get that arm over.
1, 2. Nope.
Nah, that's not gonna be enough. O'Shea's got just enough to roll his way off of that kind of weak pin there, but both men struggling to get back up to their feet. Crowd getting behind JD right now.
O'Shea Edwards up, but not really there. There we go.
Throwing those
Shady
hands
with that
as hard
headbutt.
as he can.
Oh, JD coming back. Those arms aren't his, but that head can still connect. Nope. JD driving that forehead into the shoulder. Whew. Driving O'Shea back into the corner. JD going back in. Big splash. Putting O'Shea up on the shoulders. Slamming him back down. Let's see what he's got. Here goes the 1, 2. No, good ring awareness by O'Shea Edwards.
Ropes. O'Shea's able to reach out and get the bottom rope. Just barely. And that's one of those momentum killers. JD had such a momentum going. He had his adrenaline up. You could feel it in the room that was about to happen, and O'Shea did just enough to let all of the air out.
Yep.
Still having trouble to find his wheels, though.
Yep. O'Shea back up. Barely. JD in control. JD up on the second rope. Just controlling the power right here. Oh, O'Shea's underneath him. Power slam up and over. Amazing. O'Shea with the cover. 2, 3. That is it. O'Shea with that beautiful power bomb with the rollover attempt.
Retaining that Styles Championship.
A hell of a showing for JD Jenkins. Our heart goes out to him, but O'Shea comes out on top.
And still your Styles champion, O'Shea Edwards.
And as I've said before, you can hate him all you want, but there really isn't anybody better right now to represent Pro Wrestling Ego in that Styles Championship than O'Shea Edwards.
O'Shea Edwards is the man. He is the man with a belt.
O'Shea.
Right now in Pro Wrestling Ego, there is only one man who is carrying a title, and that is O'Shea Edwards.
Tag team titles are up for grabs coming up soon. The Pride Championship is still up for grabs at a tournament coming up soon. But right now, representing Pro Wrestling Ego everywhere he goes, O'Shea Edwards. And O'Shea, really like we haven't seen him in a while. I'm not sure his lights are completely on right now. Amazing showing by both men here at the final of Pro Wrestling Ego's Pathway to Pain event out here in Pelahatchie, Mississippi at the Bigfoot Academy. Folks, we hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Hats off to our boy, JD Jenkins. Lots of things up in the air. To run through it again, Adam Priest versus Orion Taylor. Adam comes out on top. In the gauntlet match, Big K lost to Wes Warren, and then Wes Warren took the L against Trevor Aon. We saw Monty go against Dylan Cook. Monty comes out on top. And then, of course, before this last one, we had Eric the Ghost Silva against Shaky McMullen. Eric comes out on top because of a outside interference DQ. And then, sadly, JD Jenkins takes that loss against O'Shea Edwards. Man, a hell of a showing. JD in the ring, making his way back up. Amazing matches tonight. Amazing time here with Pro Wrestling Ego. Thank you guys for tuning in so much. And we will catch you next time.
Ladies and gentlemen,